we are back yet again, zipping up to get rid of some of the chest hair. You know, I watched a stream of mine just to check like levels and stuff like that, and make sure nothing's too far off. I might be a little bit quiet, and I'm actually going to address that right now. But I gotta say, I look pretty fucking grimy, and it's because I usually do these after my first workout. So yeah, I apologize for not looking spectacular. I have some days where I do this, obviously, and I don't have this fucking hoodie on. This is my cool down hoodie. But yeah, I try and check in right around that time like I'm doing today. Speaking of today, my face froze for a second there. Oh no, the reveal, it's ruined. Hide. Yeah, today is day 22. Yesterday, I checked in right before my second workout. There's my kitty cat with a part of her back shaved because she had a skin infection, which is now resolved. She did manage to pee in my car yesterday, though, on the way to the vet, so not terribly happy with her, but I do still love her. My corgi also loves her, and she despises that corgi. Anywho, yesterday evening, I had to work out, which I did, so we get the check mark there. Bing! Which was cool. Worked out. Really, I shouldn't say difficult, but I was just tired afterwards. Like, I kicked my own butt, so I'm doing well there. I did biceps, traps, lats, forearms, and then I do 2 circuits of that. So right after that, I had about 18 minutes to come inside, drink my protein shake, have food, prepare food, have food, which I just wound up making a sandwich, and then get ready to go to Topgolf. And we had a Topgolf bay for just me and Robin for 2 hours. And when you're doing like driving range shit where you don't take a break, because we don't really eat there, like we're both on diets, you know, so we just had like a drink. I had like a Coke Zero or a Pepsi Zero because I don't have Coke Zero. Like, fix that shit, Topgolf. And yeah, just 2 hours of that. So I was fucking dead, especially having done forearms. Like, my first like 20-30 minutes, barely able to fucking grip the club, but didn't do well to start. My second hour, I feel like I might be too loud now. My second hour, though, I did much better, making solid contact and consistently hitting it down the straight. I don't know what you say, down the middle of the fairway. So I was pretty happy with that. And I woke up today having slept like shit, and I was like, all right, let's weigh in. I feel like I should be down, and like I spoiled already, I was down 2 pounds, which is my biggest drop since the early days of the diet, when I was still in the 350 range. Which does bring my total weight loss down to 26 pounds specifically. 26 pounds in 22 days obviously is not a typical result, and 6 of those pounds, 5.6 I think, was from my first day. So that's just a matter of losing a bunch of water weight because my system was just filled with sodium, and yeah, not having a super full stomach. But so realistically, I'd say around 21 pounds from my actual base weight that I didn't even know what it was because I was just constantly overeating. But all that to say, started out today, weighed in, very enthused at the result. I don't feel great today. I am really tired. Like, I'm exhausted. I feel like my rest day kicked my ass a little bit. Yesterday kicked my ass. Started out today with my weightlifting, and I did get through it, and I went up, check mark. I went up in weight. I feel like I've gained strength, and I also took my sets up, or excuse me, my reps up for each set, for anything my weight didn't go up. So I was struggling near the end there. I really need to shave. I'm not allowed to have a beard. But yeah, so far so good. Lots of check marks, no X's yet, and the results speak for themselves. So I think I just need to keep going. That said, let's switch over and just check out the progress. Today is also really dark outside. So my face just getting blown up by this Google Sheet, because it's so very white. But yeah, it's like cloudy and rainy outside, so we need it though. But all that bullshit to say, the trend down continues. It's really nice to see that even though I took a little bit of a bump up, it's a nice sharp decline after that. 2 pounds down. I did have my shake for my breakfast, and I'm going to be having another meal here at noon. So pretty solid stuff there overall. I'm very happy to see that the progress continues. So I decided basically that anytime I decide to lift in the morning and my shake replaces my breakfast, one, my meal is hitting late because I'll usually start the workout at 9 instead of eating. So the shake hits around 10. So instead of doing 11:30, I do 12, and then I just do 2, 4:30, 7. So not too big of a difference in the meal times, and it still keeps my metabolism going. So, and then I wound up doing my bike in these instances after my last meal rather than trying to fit it in at like 5:30. I can do it at 5:30, but I kind of like doing it in the evening to get my metabolism burning after my last meal. I think it's helping me with the results that I'm seeing. So, but I'll start tracking that stuff a little bit more in depth, like time of the exercise and stuff like that, and see if I can identify a trend. Yeah, guys, I'm tired. Let's Wordle. Clouta. All right, that's a really good start. All right. So, with that, Flint. Let's try Flint. Nope, but it's lint. So, glint, perhaps, for the holidays? Indeed it is. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 8 in a row. Really want to get past that 148, so we only have 141 more days to go. Still a 99% win percentage. This used to show 100% because it rounded up. I am definitely above 99.5. I'm glad they fixed the rounding. It should round down. Or it should just give you that second decimal place. Because I didn't like that it said 100 knowing that I had missed multiples. Because 100% should be perfect. But anyways. So I picked a list so I didn't have to awkwardly try and pick a list on the stream. Especially since I was so tired. And I was like looking at a bunch of stuff. I'm like, just do food. My biggest opinions come on food. So I just like, what about candy? And I saw top 30 candy tier list maker. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll do candy. And whatever's here, I'll rate. And I'm just going to go individually. Heath bars are ones that I don't eat often, but I don't think they're bad. They're fine. Twix is one of my favorite candy bars, but they don't last terribly long. I'm going to put them in amazing status. Okay, Warheads are what they are. They will make you salivate, and they will burn your tongue out pretty quickly. When I have the first one, things are good. After that, I don't really want another one. Skittles are good. I wouldn't place them quite an amazing, but they're solid. Fun Dip, I don't like. Fun Dip, I won't say is trash, but I don't like Fun Dip. It's just weird to me, like just getting like powdered sugar and putting on a stick with your saliva. Jolly Ranchers are good. I can't tell what these are, but they look like Ring Pops. I'm pretty sure they're Ring Pops. Ring Pops are delicious. But you wind up getting that slime all over your finger, and it's fucking gross. Butterfingers are good, but they get stuck in your teeth. These look like Smarties. Every time I have Smarties, I just wish they were Sweet Tarts. Doesn't mean they're bad, but I'm going to put them at mid. Sour Patch Kids are my personal favorite. I put them up there in GOAT status. I just like, that is my, even when I'm in the like locked in working out dieting mode, if I have a cheat day, this is what I want. This and maybe like, this is a weird thing. I like gummy worms, but I don't like them when they're too soft. So what I used to do when I was in my 20s is I used to buy a bag of gummy worms and a bag of Sour Patch Kids. And then I would go home. This is on my cheat day. And I would put the gummy worms in the freezer. And then I would have my Sour Patch Kids when I was watching like TV or something. And I would save my gummy worms all day until Game of Thrones is on. So my cheat days was on Sunday. I'd watch Game of Thrones and I'd have these gummy worms because I just like, it's almost like you like it that they taste stale. And I've heard people say that about Peeps too. I personally don't like Peeps, but I've heard people say like put the Peeps in the freezer. So anywho, Nerds are good. Nothing more to say there. Kit Kats are also good. Snickers is not my favorite, but it's such a solid go-to. Like I could be burnt out on Twix and I'll go to a Snickers. I'm actually going to put it in the GOAT category. This is me saying, this is my favorite. This is what I think objectively is the best. Twizzlers, I fucking love. Hershey's Kisses are classics. I don't think they like pack much of a punch, but they're good for what they are. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I'm going to put in the GOAT status as well. Chocolate and peanut butter is hard to beat. Dum Dums are mid. Tootsie Rolls are good, but again, I kind of get burnt out on them pretty quickly, and they're very small. Laffy Taffies, they're good. I think they'd be great status if they didn't just get stuck in your teeth so much. Blow Pops are my favorites of the lollipop genre. I don't like Tootsie Pops as much as I like Blow Pops. And I love that crunch right at the end where, you know, it's just a thin candy shell surrounding the gum, and you chomp down on it and you chew like 3 or 4 times. You're like, oh, this gum is trash, and you spit it out. If it was the Blow Pop gum in the middle, that would definitely be listed as trash. Sour Punches are some of my favorite fucking things on the planet. And I try and avoid them because of that, because they're so good. But that said, I'm going to put them in amazing. Airheads, I really love Airheads too. This is my personal opinion one. Airheads are going into amazing. Lemonheads are good. They're good. I don't crave them. When I have them, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't bad. So this is like holiday M&Ms. I can't tell which ones. I wish they had a breakdown of all the M&Ms, like I mean, there's a billion of them now, but just like regular M&Ms and peanut M&Ms for me to list. But I'm just going to put those into amazing to represent all M&Ms. Haribo gummy bears, they're good, and I put them as good because the best gummy bears are Albanese gummy bears, and those would be put into amazing status. Trolley Sour Bite crawlers. If I can't find Sour Patch Kids, these are my backup. So I'm putting those into goat status as well. This looks like, God, I can't remember the name of this fucking bubble gum, but it's mid. Hi-Chew is really good. Lifesaver gummies are severely underrated, and those go into the amazing status. And here's the thing that might be controversial. I hate peppermint. I hate mint. I don't like thin mint cookies, and I surely fucking don't like York mint peppermint patties. So that drops into the trash category for me. So I'm going to put candy list 1 because I'm sure there's other lists out there with candy on them. Click save and be done with that. And we're at 13 minutes, 50 seconds for the check-in. I am going to probably play some video games. I have a little bit of running around to do. And then, I don't know, I might stream some stuff in the afternoon, but I might just take the day off and just watch TV and stream in the background, or just watch TV and rest. I kind of feel like I missed my rest day, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but that doesn't mean that I don't need a little bit of rest. So, and it's not like video games are taxing or anything like that, but laying on a couch and watching TV is something I haven't done in a while. Like I try and keep myself from doing, especially when I'm trying to be active like I am right now. But at 26 pounds down and feeling like I'm burning the candle at both ends wouldn't hurt. I am I'm approaching my first official cheat day, which is going to be on Christmas. And yeah, we're going to go see a movie. We're going to go see Anaconda, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to have popcorn while I'm there. I might get candy. And then I'm also going to have chicken wings, which I'm going to be personally making. I'm not butchering my chicken or anything like that. I have, flats and drums, and then I'm going to do some that are just pretty basic. I'm going to deep fry them. And then I'm going to do some that have like just a thin coat of breading on it. And then I'm going to try and do some Korean barbecue double fried style. And yeah, that's one of the things I have to do today is I have to go get sauces. So I'm going to go get my local Stater Bros and Ralph's. Both have like the sellable jars from Buffalo Wild Wings of their Parmesan garlic, and they're medium, mild, and hot. And I'm probably going to get Parmesan garlic and maybe like medium. And then some of them are just going to do like buttermilk that's like doused in seasonings and fucking hot sauces, and soak the chicken wings, that batch of chicken wings, overnight, maybe for 24 hours. And then the exact same stuff is going to go into the flour that's going to be tossed in. I'm debating if I want to do a batter, like a really thin batter. I've not done it before, but I know that like I really enjoy when I'm doing any sort of frying, if something's going to be breaded, taking it straight from being breaded right into the fryer. I think you lose less that way. I think when you let something sit in the fridge, like when you like put the batter on or you put the breading on, it starts to absorb that moisture, and it doesn't necessarily cling to what you're trying to get it to adhere to, and it sort of floats off, or that like creates a shell around it. Like I do this a lot when I'm making like chicken katsu curry, where I put panko on it. If I leave them too long to sit before I fry them, like it looks perfect, and then as soon as you cut into it, you realize like it's not adhered to the chicken at all. It's just like outside the chicken. So I'm going to try and resolve that by going straight from the breading process right into the deep fryer. We'll see how that goes though. I might record some of that and stream it, but I don't know. I like streaming on my Insta or something like that, or Scarish's Insta. I've done that before for deep fried turkey. Anywho, I'm just talking shit now. Thank you for joining me. I will check in tomorrow. Good day today, and yeah, bye.